Hey, this is HansPerm once again. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to have a speed test um, executing a PLL algorithms. And I'll be having 3 attempts, and we will see the average of 3 of my attempts if I'll be getting a good uh, timing for that. And I already also prepared for a spreadsheet so that I could record all the 21 algorithms along with their 3 attempts, and automatically we record that one coming from the CS timer, and automatically this AO3 will be displaying there. And hopefully this will might help also on my improvement so that I could still improve the way I will going to execute my PLL algorithms. All right, my cube is already shuffled, and let's without further ado, let's start solving the first algorithm, which is the UB firm. Right. This is 2.57. All right, so there you go. So I have done the 3 attempts, and let's record this one on my sheet. So basically I have a 2.65. Okay, the first one, by the way, is 2.57. Second is 2.84, and the other one is 2.65. Right, so now you can see now my average is 2.7 and 2.68. Right, so now next let's move on to UI1, but I need to fix this one first. Oops, right, now I think it's already in all EUA perm. Right, so now let's hide this sheet for a while, and now let's clear the session, right, and start. Okay, came back to, okay, it's technically it's a DNF. Okay, one more time. Always came back to 1 second. Okay. Oh, I'm having a problem with this. I cannot get my average for this. Sorry for that. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So let's start it once again. What is this? I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Start. Okay, it's 2.19. Next one. 168. Next one. And 1.92. Right. So this time let's record that one. Right. First attempt is 2.19. Second attempt is 2.68, and third attempt at 1.92. Right. So this time now let's move on to HansPerm. So this would be our next algorithm. So we'll just perform first the algorithm of HansPerm. So it comes with the bar there. Alright. Probably okay. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's HansPerm. Right now, let's start with our timer and reset it once again. Right. Second one. Third one. Okay, so this time let's record this one. Okay, the first attempt is 3.36. Okay, second attempt is 2.54 and 2.27. Normally the third attempt is getting faster. Okay, next for the AB pump, right? So let me just do this one first. Right. Oops, wait a minute. Okay, now let's try this AB perm. So let's reset this session for a while. Right, first attempt. Second attempt. Lockups. And third attempt. Oh,
8 seconds.
right. Right. I think I missed that one. I missed the space bar. Right. Let me try the third attempt. So this time, this is our time. So let's record this one in our spreadsheet. Okay, the first attempt is 2.23. Okay, second attempt is 3.37, and the other one is 2.59 seconds. All right. So now let's move on to HansPerm. Right. So let me just shuffle this one first. With HansPerm. Right. All right. Now let's start our first attempt, and let's clear this session first. All right. Second attempt. Oops. And third attempt. Okay, so now this time let's record our ZPerf attempts. Okay, so my first attempt was 3.98. Second is 3.23. My third is 3.63. Right. Now let's move on to HPEM. Okay, now let's start this and reset for our session first. First attempt for HPEM. Second attempt. And third attempt. Okay, so now this time let's record this one. Alright, my first attempt of HPEM is 2.56. Second is 2.28. And third is 2.22. Alright, okay, so okay, RA pump. Okay, let's try the RA pump. So basically it should be on okay, permitted on these two sides. Okay, this is really it's hard for me to execute if I'm not seeing the shape though. Right. Oh gosh, I have to see the shape. Yeah, guys, I'm not doing it correctly once again. Hopefully someone will going to arrange the else for me though. Okay, I think this is no, this is even it's wrong. Not really, it's okay. try it fast while it's still in my muscle memory, right? Okay, now first attempt for HansPerm. Okay, oh wait a minute. Really, almost forgot. Third attempt. Right. And let's record this one and open up my spreadsheet. Okay, first attempt for my RA firm is 7.05. Second is 4.44 and same 4.44. Right, now let's move on to RB perm. Okay, let's just put this one on shape first. Right, I think I'm doing the J. Right, 1 second. Really, I have to see first the shape once again. 1 second. Okay. Okay. I think this is, yeah, this is correct. Okay. Okay, let's do this first attempt and okay, clear this session. Okay, now let's perform the RB firm. Okay, caught in the middle. Not to press the timer. Right. Okay, I think it's came back. A second attempt. Again. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Second attempt. And for my third attempt. Okay, now this time let's record this one for the RB perm. Let's open up my sheet. Okay, my first attempt was 3.44. My second was 2.92. And third one is 2.81. Okay, now let's move on to a JA perm. Right? Or probably we'll jump into JB perm. Okay, now let's do the first attempt for JB firm. So let's clear this session. Okay. Second attempt. And third attempt. Okay, so this time let's record is attempts in JB Farm. So first was 2.83 seconds. Second is 2.81. And my third attempt is 2.41. Right, so let's jump now to J. Okay, wait a minute. Actually, it's hard to perform if I really am not seeing the shape though, technically. Okay. Oh wait, this is wrong. Okay, now let's perform the JA perm. Right, first attempt. Second attempt. Again, I forgot to press this one. And okay, let me fix this one once again. Sorry for that. Right, right. Wait, I did the wrong one. Right. So I did my first attempt already. One second. And for the third attempt, okay, lockups. Right now, let's record this one. And my first attempt in JA firm is 2.91. Second attempt is 2.78. And third attempt is 3.61. Okay, now let's move on to another algorithm. So for PLL, now this number 12 will be for the T perm, right? So let's put the shape first for T perm. Really, one second. One of my favorite, I forgot already. And really, until now, I forgot the EPUM. Wait a second. Right. Okay, now let's perform now the algorithm of T-perm. So let's reset this session. First attempt. Second attempt. And for the third attempt. Okay, this time let's record 3 attempts in T-perm. And my first attempt was 2.52. 2.04 and 2.52. All right, now let's move on to F-perm. So let's have these 3 attempts for HansPerm. Alright. Second attempt for HansPerm. And third attempt for HansPerm. Alright. So let's record this one. Technically, I could not make it fast. Don't know. Might be thinking I might commit mistake. I think I can do much more faster than this though. Yes. Now let's move on to a V-perm. Right. Oops. Wait. Actually, really, I could not perform if I cannot see the shape. Right. Right. Now let's start working on 3 attempts on B-perm. Right. So let's clear this session. Right. First attempt. Right. Second attempt. And for the fourth attempt. That AUF is quite a big problem. Right, so anyhow, at least I have performed it well though. So let's record the 3 attempts of B-perm. First is 4.57, second is 4.41, and 3.77. Right, so now this time for our Y-perm. Let's put it on shape first. Alright, now let's perform 3 attempts in our Y-perm. One second. Okay, first attempt for a Y-perm. Second attempt. And for a third attempt. Right, so now let's record this one. My first attempt for performing Y-perm is 2.81. Next is 2.62. And the third one is 2.84. Alright, so let me save this one for a while. Okay, next let's perform now the NA perm. Alright, now let's try to have 3 attempts in NA perm. So let me clear this session first. Right, first attempt. Okay. Second attempt. fourth attempt. Alright, so let's record this one on my spreadsheet. First attempt of performing NA perm is 3.52. I think this is pretty much nearly to the same average I'm performing during the solve. Alright, now let's move on to NB perm. Alright. Alright, one sec. Okay, let's have our first attempt in NB perm. Alright. Alright. Second attempt. And third attempt. Okay, got the lock up there. Right, so let's record this NB perm. So my first attempt at NB perm, oh, forgot to clear that one anyhow. Fourth one is 3.5, 3.50. Okay, second is 3.23. And third is 4.27. Alright, now we're almost completing now but of course I have to return back to that EPAM. Okay, this GPAMs, let's start with, okay, I'll be performing the GB so that I could start with the GA perm. Right. Oh gosh, one second. Alright. Yeah. Let's do the GB from them. Right. Okay, now let's first work with GB firm. Right, so let's clear this session. Right, first attempt for GB firm. Second attempt. And third attempt. Alright, so this time let's record our GB firm. So I first did 3.88. This is quite common for 5.10, right? Especially it will take more time for recognition. It's the most hardest part of my algorithm in PLL. And the last one is 3.12, right? So I think let me jump now to GA perm. Right? Right. Okay, now let's perform GA perm. And let's clear this session first. Right, first attempt for GA perm. Right. problem now is particularly in AUF for this. Alright, so done for the GA perm. So let's record that attempts I did. My first attempt in performing GA perm is 4.03. For second attempt is 3.87, 3.87, and 3.56. Okay, so we still have a couple of G pumps. Maybe let's perform the GD and we'll do the GC at the moment, right? Right, now let's perform GC prem and let's clear this session again. Alright, first attempt for GC prem. Right. Second attempt for GC prem. And third attempt for this GC prem. Right, so let's record this one now. So my first attempt in GC prem is 3.85. Next is 3.37 and 3.16. Alright, so now let's do the GD. So let me just perform the GC first. Alright. Alright, now. So this could be the last for the G perm. We'll have to go back to the E perm again. So let me clear this session and let's have 3 attempts for GD perm. Second attempt. Okay. And last attempt. Alright. So for the G perm we're done. So let's just record this GD from 3 attempts. My first one is 3.32. This is 3.21 and 3.08. Alright, so I think I have to back to my EPAM. First attempt. Okay. 6 seconds. Second attempt. And for the last attempt, okay. Alright, just for the record, I now completed all the 21 PLL algorithm. So let me just record this 6.01. This normally happens just during my solve, particularly in EPUM. First, it's quite hard for me to recognize sometimes. I'm doing a lot of UF just to look for that shape. And the worst is totally it wipe out on my muscle memory, my memory. But anyhow, at least I have completed for the first time doing this speed test, and we can see from my average that I'm having 2.68 in UV and in my UA is 2.26, um, 2.7 seconds in AA perm, 2.73. Normally I'm executing this one a bit faster, something like this. In the normal, so most likely Zapam 3.61. So I think this are the first three I saw. HPerm is 2.35. Pretty much maybe it's somewhere in this average during my solve for the HPerm. And for the EPUM, right, I don't take this 5.42 for now. I can do better than this, but so happen I totally wipe up in my memory. Okay. RA, this is pretty much real though, because really it's a long algorithm. Yeah, but it's running 5.31, but I need to make this one much more better though. RB, it's much more a bit faster compared to RA, 3.05 seconds. JA is definitely it will cost me another startup of the ALG 3.1, but of course the JB form is barely. I could still make it better than this though, because all the time I'm performing JB, even just holding a cube though, right? I just make it a bit casual solve for JB, but I think I can still do more than this 2.68, just for the record. And my TPAM similarly it's a 2.36. I think this is quite fast now for me whenever I'm having sub 2.5 though. Right, so this is probably fair enough for 2.36 seconds in my TPAM. And for my FPerm is the 3.47. Yes, definitely it's a quite big, long algorithm, right? The worst is if I got a mistake in the middle, technically everything will going to be messed up. B firm, yeah, particularly in this Y movements rotation, yeah, this 4.25, 25, I'm getting more lockups here, so I need to improve also as well this one. Y perm, yeah, that is quite, I think I can do much more better than this, 2.7. Yeah, but only the thing is if I could cut in the lockups in the middle, yeah, it will might retain this 2.75 seconds. And fair enough for my NA and NB. I'll take this one as a part of average though, because barely this NA and NB is the most, maybe my second hardest part of the algorithm in the PLL. Now this time it's the EPAM, right? 3.49 for NA seconds and 3.67 for NB. Fair enough. This might be my average though. And G, okay, let's go with the G perm. So you can see that the worst is basically my GB perm, which is 4.03. And the fastest that normally I execute, this is pretty true though, right? This GD is 3.2 seconds. And my between the GA and GB, I can perform better the GA because I'm seeing the bar in front of me, and it will add on another recognition when it comes to GB. So basically, I did a lot of mistake between this GA and GB while I'm performing. I'm supposed to perform GA, but I'm doing GB and vice versa. So this is accepted. It's a 3.82 seconds in my GA and 4.03 in my GB. So far, thank you very much. This is my personal record. For the first time, I recorded my um, execution of my PLL. So pretty much is I need to improve this one hopefully for coming days, because I still need to do work on more on accuracy and less grips that hopefully, and then pretty much some finger tricks as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. So we'll see you once again to my next live session for solving a Rubik's Cube. Bye bye for now.